Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MBP 2024 Rome International Conference on Management and Business Practices. My name is Richard Baah, and I'll be presenting on leadership in crisis management, specifically building resilient business models. A brief bio about myself is that I have academic qualifications in banking and finance from K University, a law degree from Montclair University College, and an MBA degree in finance from GIMPA. Professionally, I began my career as a junior financial advisor with the Devere Group, a corporate forex trader for WeWire Africa, and an international market entry consultant for Catalonia Trade and Investment. My experience cuts across industries of international financial services, international government affairs, and financial technology, specifically B2B cross-border financial transactions. Now, let us delve into today's presentation. Now, let's look at the problem area and the need for the research. The problem. In today's volatile global landscape, organizations are increasingly vulnerable to crises such as economic turndowns, pandemics, and geopolitical conflicts. There has never been a time where true leadership has been needed than these times we live in. And I realize that the need for research is that there's a critical need to understand how different leadership styles impact an organization's ability to navigate crisis and maintain resilience. This research seeks to fill the gap by exploring cross-cultural and cross-sectorial differences in leadership effectiveness during times of crisis, avoiding actionable insights for building robust business models. Now, the key question here is that how can organizations effectively integrate diverse leadership styles to enhance resilience and adaptability during crisis in different cultural and sectorial contexts? Now, to the methodology. The approach adopted was a qualitative research approach, which featured in-depth case studies and thematic analysis. The data collection structure was a composition of semi-structured interviews with senior leaders across different industries and sectors. We also reviewed organizational documents such as crisis management reports and analysis of publicly available information. We also relied heavily on pre-existing studies connected and correlated to the matter. The efforts at the end of the day was to prove and create a comprehensive cross-case study analysis to identify patterns in leadership styles and resilience strategies across different cultural and sectorial contexts. Progressing onto the next stage of our research is our outputs or our results. Our key findings were transformational leadership proved very effective in fostering innovation and adaptability, especially in rapidly changing sectors like technology and healthcare. Transactional leadership was also useful for short-term crisis stabilization, but less effective for long-term resilience. Also, servant leadership was strong in sectors emphasizing ethics and social responsibility, such as pharmaceuticals, where the needs of clients and employees were put first before the leaders. Situational leadership provides flexibility, particularly valuable in complex industries like oil and gas industries. Resilient business models. Common characteristics include flexibility, strong organizational culture, continuous innovation, and effective risk management. A concise summary of our functions revealed that transformational and servant leadership were very effective for fostering innovation, adaptability, and resilience, particularly in vulnerable situations where there are crises for long-term success. Now, we also realize that transactional and situational leadership are useful for immediate stabilization, but may need to be complemented by more adaptive styles for sustained resilience because it was not feasible and sustainable. Also, the context-specific strategies elaborate and emphasize that leadership effectiveness varies across cultural and sectorial contexts, emphasizing the need for tailored approaches to enhance organizational resilience. Moving on, we are going to take a look at the key takeaways or the conclusion for this research paper. Leadership style significantly impacts an organization's ability to manage crisis and build resilience. Transformational and servant leadership styles, particularly, are more effective for long-term sustainability. Organizations should also tailor their leadership development programs to promote these styles for enhanced resilience. Now, an actionable insight to consider here is this. We have to develop adaptable crisis management frameworks that incorporate diverse leadership styles. Also, we should foster an organizational culture that supports innovation and ethical practices. If I'm to summarize all these conclusions, I would say that leadership style matters. Different leadership styles significantly impact crisis management in the development of resilient business models. Also, leadership matters in a matter of cultural and sectorial considerations. Effective leadership strategies are context dependent, requiring adaptation to specific cultural and sectorial environments. Also, there's a need for flexibility and adaptability. Organizations benefit from leaders who can blend various leadership styles to address both immediate crisis and long-term resilience. A couple questions that come to mind, which open the floor for future discussions on this topic, is that number one, how can organizations better prepare their leaders for managing crisis in different cultural contexts? In my opinion, I think that the road to leadership is a very long path, and most importantly, the modern day leader should be equipped with the necessary tools, behaviorally and technically, to handle stress in times of crisis. And as a result of that, a leader should be coachable. Aside existing frameworks that support leadership, the present day leader should be recruited at a certain stage of his life or her life where assimilating leadership concepts and leadership trainings will be easier, rather than him being at a point where he won't be able to adapt or study. I believe that it is the role of organizations, or the duty of organizations, to deeply connect with academia and recruit students at very early stages where they can train and groom them into the type of leaders that they want to create in society. So the second question that comes to mind is, what role does digital transformation play in enhancing or hindering leadership effectiveness during times of crisis? Digital transformation obviously is a tool that is here to help in all facets of society. However, it is limited in its capabilities. So I think that the role leadership can still play in an age of, should I say, technological advancements, is that it will take into consideration social, psychological, and behavioral implications that the digital transformation has on its stakeholders. Thank you for staying to the end of this presentation. I'd like to thank the conference committee for granting me the opportunity to present my research. For further inquiries or collaboration on any future projects, feel free to contact me at my email at groverbaah@gmail.com. Thank you.